Okay, Jackie. So we just closed
Yes.
last week on your property, and you are leaving California.
I am leaving California. I thought I would never do it, but I am. I was born here and thought I would die here, but no.
Nope. So you're off to ride into the sunset, leaving
Yep.
California. And we talked. I know that we actually talked on Super Bowl Sunday. I remember. So why don't you kind of walk me through what prompted you to reach out to us
Well,
originally?
to be honest, I wasn't sure I wanted to do the what do you say, as is sale.
Yeah.
But after 2 weeks of fighting with contractors and trying to get people to do the work that needed to be done on the house to sell it for a good price, my husband said, "What are we doing? Let's just find someone and sell it as is." So I called 3 or 4 people, and I got 3 or 4 bids, and then I saw an ad or something on probably internet, because I always surf the internet,
Yep.
about you guys, and holy cow, you came out friendly as you could be, but honest,
Yep.
did your thing, walked the whole house, looked everything over. You made an offer almost 15,000 higher than any of the other ones did. You were friendlier. I didn't feel like you were schmoozing me. I felt like I was getting honest answers, and I just felt really good about it. And so that's why I did. After I did, I was so shocked because it's like an email here or email there. Are you sure you're okay? Do you need anything? Do you have any questions? Can we help you? I wouldn't have got that from the other people, I don't think. I'm just so tickled with you people. You should make me a cheerleader.
Okay, yeah. So you kind of jumped ahead. So you did choose to work with us, which was great. We were able to give you a number that you were happy with, and then once you accepted our offer, you'd say that the process was pretty.
It was amazing. I was so surprised. A gal came out and we signed some papers. It wasn't a big deal. And I thought that was a preliminary thing. I didn't realize that was it. And then she sends me an email at 5:30 at night and said, "Oh, your house closed on time as promised." The money was in my account the next day. The next day. I'm still like, I looked online at my bank and I went, whoa.
Yeah. Right.
I just don't think that happens with everyone.
Right.
I mean, I don't know for sure,
Yeah.
but
It just felt like really easy, and you're like,
it was amazing.
okay.
It was amazing.
So let's put ourselves in someone else's shoes somewhere down the line, and they're in the situation that you're in, or maybe worse or whatever. What advice would you give them, and would you recommend them working with somebody like
I
us?
would absolutely have them call John Medina Buys Houses. In fact, I already did. I have a neighbor 3 doors down, and they can't go quite yet because of an illness in the family, but they're already convinced that you guys are the only people to deal with because of everything they've heard from me.
Really.
Well, I don't find great companies that often, so when I do, I'm pretty verbal.
Yeah.
If you don't believe me, you can look on Yelp, and you can Google,
Right.
Better Business Bureau. That was another thing about some of the other companies.
Uh-huh.
They didn't have good ratings
Okay.
with the Better Business Bureau, and that means something to me too.
Right.
And reviews, I read a lot of reviews.
So you did your
So,
due diligence on
I
us.
absolutely did. Oh, my husband, believe me, wouldn't let me
Really?
do anything without doing my research.
Right. Okay, and so you read about us, and we passed the litmus test.
And the odd thing to me was every single person I talked to was that nice, and I felt that straightforward, you
Right.
know.
Yeah.
Even the gal in the office, she was just amazing,
Awesome.
just amazing. So, yeah, I can't say enough good about you guys.
Well, we're very, very happy that it worked out and that you chose us to do business with, and we wish you all the luck on your next chapter.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.